Hello there, friends. Welcome back in. Thank you so very much for waiting. I hope y'all had an amazing break. Thank you for joining us. If you are just joining us for the first time today, we are playing some Fantasy Life. We just spent the morning getting up to Master rank in our Magician Life, which is really cool. I also tinkered around a little bit with Carpenter Life, leveled that up, which is fun. I'm probably going to do more of that off stream. And I think this afternoon we're going to do main story a little bit more, so... But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump in. Question of the day, if you haven't already seen it. What's one thing you would improve in your favorite game? And you also gotta tell me what the favorite game is, because, you know, it's one thing to be like, oh, I'd have it voice acted, but like, if I don't know the game, then the Chronicles of Tater, pretty much. He is actually still down here. I should probably bring him out more so that people can see him a little bit. Might start bringing him out. I guess we can do a bliss check. There we go. Met the Great Spirit. Human Adept Woodcutter. Starting your life as a carpenter. This was all last night. Expert Magician. Apprentice Carpenter. Master Magician. We did a heck of a lot. We reached level 30. Made 10 allies. I finally stayed at the inn in Castell. Have it voice acted. Ah, so which Pokemon game is your favorite? There we go. We've done a lot today. This has been great. There we go. Give me my bliss bonus. Alright. I'm very tempted by the bigger bag. I'm also tempted by this, so let's go with that one. My favorite game is Portal and Portal 2. Yes, both games are one favorite game and they're perfect, so they are both great games. I will not fault you there. Let me get the bigger bag. There we go. And I'm also gonna get the camel riding. There we go. Alright. Ready for some story? Tater, could we talk for a while? I will save. I'm here for a good save. So glad we made friends with Pino and Lila. I guess it just shows that all of Riveria's inhabitants could be friends. But the most surprising thing was that Pam knew who I was. Or maybe the most surprising thing was that she didn't seem surprised at all. Wow, once I start talking, I just can't stop. We better get to bed. You know, I was just thinking, wouldn't it be thrilling to fly really, really high and then crash land on a strange new place? The foreshadowing, Yulia. Oh, Father, you'll never guess what's happened. It's just so amazing. We found the ship Mother used to travel to Riveria all those years ago. And also, the King of Castell is organizing a world summit. Representatives from all the different lands will attend, the pirate nobles, the Dark Sultan, the forest folk. They're all coming together to try to find a way to help save Riveria. I just know that we can do it. I was so excited last night, I couldn't sleep. Everyone's trying so hard, I can't give up now. I've got to do my best too. So please, just let us have a little more time. About the silver arrows and how to get them, since you need them to beat the game. Yeah, sometimes, especially with older games, I'm really happy when I stream them and I have people in chat who know the game, because without people in chat I might not, you know, get the info I need to actually do something. Good morning, what a wonderful day. I have something for you. It's a letter from our beloved king. It'll be waiting for you in your mailbox. Another perfect throw. Alrighty. Summons to the Riveria Summit. Your presence is requested at the Riveria Summit to be held in Castell's Castle Great Hall. This day has finally come. The day of the Riveria Summit. Olivia and Damon should be coming too, right? Tater, let's hurry to the castle. I just realized I didn't go to Esmeralda's to see if I could pick up any useful stuff. I might quickly do that. It might not let me. We'll see. Because when I became Master Magician, they're like, oh, you know, there's stuff for you at Esmeralda's, and then I forgot about it. Every spawn fat Falcon 6 could make physical attacks more useful in the second half of the game as well. Yeah, I know magic at one point or another just kind of overshadows everything. So you're imagining that shooting star trick you've learned is an advanced move that only masters can use. It's a very strong concentration of magic brought about by the spirit's power. So it takes a while to get warmed up. It's not a rapid fire move by any means. Okay. Do you have something? Do you want to buy some magical goods? Yes. Crystallized earth energy. Okay, so here's the staves. So I think that's the one I currently... No, that's a different one? A better one? There's also a star staff and a perfection staff. I don't have the money for these right now. But I might come by again to try to buy that. And I don't think any of these robes are gonna be better than what we currently got. You got your shiny! Nice! And I can craft all them, of course, too, right? Okay, let's go back. Blue, you enjoy your dinner? I pressed the wrong button. I'll get myself some more money. We'll buy it. In the interest of time, I'll probably end up crafting it all on my own eventually anyway, but just to make our stream here a little bit of a smoother experience. I forgot that Pikmin 3 include the charge ability that isn't in this game and 2. That's the thing about going back. Oh, wait a minute, Tater. Since representatives from all over Bavaria will be there, I should probably return to my real form. Close your eyes for a second. Here goes. It's all good now. Ugh, this feels a bit weird. I guess I got too used to my butterfly form. Thanks for reading. I'm ready to go. Miss this game so much. It's so good, right? I'm so excited people are kind of picking it up again in preparation for the sequel or the new one coming out this summer. Oh, look! There you are, Tater. Come this way. Master Mustang, Mr. Odin. So you were that butterfly, eh? I was astonished to hear about your true identity. I'm sorry I was hiding it from everyone. No need to apologize, ma'am. 'Tis but a trifle compared to all you've done for us. At any rate, it's been my pleasure to meet the valiant Odin of the Maginites. He's as full of spirit as his reputation suggests. It is most inspiring. How unusual it feels for a royal paladin like myself to stand alongside a noble Maginite. Mr. Odin, are you in a bad mood? No, it's nice to see you again. It's very nice to see you too. His darkness awaits you ahead. I will not do to keep him waiting. That's right, I should return to my post now. Mr. Odin, we should have a friendly duel someday. If you wish. Tater, let's go. I like Odin a lot. There's like 900 defense, really. It would appear everyone is here now. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming, but we are pressed for time. The reason we have gathered here today is to discuss the future of Bavaria. Please lend me your wisdom. You, girl, come forward if you will. Yes, my king. My name's Yulia. It's Olivia, Mr. Damon, everyone. We've all met before, but this is the first time you're seeing me as a human. You don't mean... Are you Flutter? Yes, I am. I appeared as a butterfly earlier for, certain reasons. However, there is something I must tell you, and it's of utmost importance. So I decided to reveal my true self. Please listen to what I have to say. If we don't do something, Riveria will be destroyed, and we do not have much time left. The Doomstones were a sign of approaching disaster. Indeed, the recent Doomstones have been much larger than any before. And pray tell, what are these Doomstones? They're chunks broken off from the sky. The sky? Broken off chunks? The sky above Riveria is something like a shell. This shell stretches all around Riveria, protecting it. The land that you inhabit is its core. Who would have thought? I'd never even contemplated such a theory, but your explanation makes everything fall into place. The power that supported that shell maintaining the structure of this world is now gone. The shell has begun to crumble, and its pieces rain from the sky as crystals of negative energy. So that's what Doomstones are. Creatures who come in contact with Doomstones are contaminated by their dark power. So if the whole sky falls down, the whole of Riveria will be... Yes, it's just as you fear. The destructive powers will spread throughout the entire world as we know it. My father said it cannot be stopped. That can't be true. Hey, Derived, how are you? And a second shiny Poplin. Oh my goodness, is it a different gender? Or is it the same, Rebecca? If you don't mind me asking, who is your father? He's the one who made Riveria. What? What do you call someone who made the world? You call such person a god, don't you? Yes, that would be the right term. Wait, what? Literally one picnic we said after the first. This one is actually female. Nice! I think I must have misheard you. You can't possibly have said that your father is... I know it's a lot to take in. It must be hard to believe right away. I try to explain a little better. So that's how things are. It's not something I made up. When you think about it, it's not all that strange. Yeah, everything makes more sense now. I propose we trust this girl and carry on. But does it mean that the goddess... Yep, she's my mother. Your family is literally out of this world, huh? I'm sorry. Having unusual parents is nothing you need to apologize for, but why did you keep it a secret? Well, before coming here, I spoke with my father about Riveria. It went like this. I won't get dizzy. Oh no! Do you have dizzy issue or like dizziness issues with Sonic Adventure Derived? I know the camera from what I played of that game is very janky. Riveria was very dear to Mother. She loved that world so much. Father, I want to save Riveria. Yulia, dear child, that would be most difficult. But Father, there must be a way. There are so many people and other living creatures inhabiting that world. If we don't do something, they'll all... You have to understand that the situation is not in our hands anymore, sweetheart. No way. Riveria can only be saved through the power of people's wishes. Power of wishes. That's right, people's strongest hopes and desires, the things they want to do or want to happen. It's a power born from people's choices about the way they want to live. The world of Riveria is supported by its people's wishes. Thus, their world can be saved only through the power of their own will. That, or the way your mother once saved Riveria in the past. Father, I'll do it. If I can collect everyone's wishes, the destruction of Riveria will be stopped, right, Father? Well, that is indeed so, but I'm afraid it is not as easy as it may seem. I understand. I knew you would. You're a smart girl. Sometimes we need to give up on what we want. I've made up my mind. See you later, Father. Oh, wait. Where do you think you're going? You're so simple-minded. Oh, Nolia. I'm going with Yulia, Father. You too, Nolia? Don't get me wrong. I'm not going there to help Yulia. She can do whatever she likes. I'm going because there's something I need to find before that world is reduced to ruin. Riveria won't be reduced to ruin. Oh yeah? Prove it. I don't have to prove it. I know it. If you know it, then why don't you prove it? Just won't. It won't be destroyed. How do you know? Because it won't. It might. It won't. Won't. Girls, please. I can see that you're very serious about Riveria, each in your own way. You're just like your mother. Once you set your mind to something, you never give up. There's no stopping you, is there? Very well. Go to Riveria. You will see that it cannot be saved. We can go? Really? Thank you, Father. However, you shall go in this form. I feel so light. What is this? I've turned you into butterflies. People in Riveria believe they bring happiness, I think. When your mother went to visit Riveria, she often did in the guise of a butterfly. So this was her preferred disguise? Indeed. It's to prevent wasteful use of powers when you're away from here. What are you talking about? No, I was just talking to myself. It's nothing you need to concern yourselves with. Now listen to me, girls. You must not reveal who you are to the people of Riveria. Why not? Because forced wishes will be entirely devoid of any power. In order to avoid putting pressure on people, you should appear as weak, powerless creatures. Ah, that makes sense. Here's one more thing. Your time in Riveria will be limited. Oh? That world is at its limits and will soon be destroyed. For your own safety, you must return by the day that I specify. When a disaster is imminent, I will let you know by leaving a mark on Lunares. Namely, a large cross. I shall make it clearly visible from anywhere in Riveria. When you see it, you will know that you have run out of time. You need to promise me that you will look out for the mark every night without fail. I will allow you to go on that condition. So we just need to have a look at Lunares every night? Okay, it's a promise. As long as you understand how important it is, please do be very careful down there. We will. See you later. You're going already? Strike when the iron is hot. That's what you used to say, remember? Wait, I'm going too. Girls, not so fast. Girls out. Oh, I hope they won't get into any trouble. So that cross on Lunares, or the moon, essentially, that happened like a while back now. Issues with the camera. You would think that there's a GoPro attached to Sonic's back. Yeah. Yeah. It was very, very janky. What do butterflies get in theirs? Smaller butterflies. Oh, I have a sneeze coming on. 2 seconds. Never mind, it has gone away. When I descended into Riveria and spoke with the people, everyone was so, how to put it, focused only on their own needs. Are you saying you don't care if Riveria is destroyed? Do I have to repeat myself? What worries me is how thin my wallet is. Now that's a disaster. Bro, what are you even talking to this insect? Or why are you even talking to this insect? You got a real soft spot for the ladies, huh? You don't call it a lady, broccoli brains, it's just a female butterfly. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So back to the world being destroyed. You know, just supposing it were to happen. Yeesh, what a topic. Who'd have thought a tiny little bug would make for such heavy conversation? Yeah, even that Dark Sultan's been taking it easy. There ain't no threat to the world. We live in a nice and peaceful world, easy to make a living, even if you're lazy. But if things get tough, you can always go foraging in the forest or sell butterflies. Well, maybe not that. Anyway, things always work out. There we go. I was a bit worried about that for a second. Oh, did you leave some behind? See, that's also a reason why I have trouble with Pikmin. It's really cute, but I have trouble either getting them eaten, getting them killed, or just like leaving them by accident. It went like that. Everyone just thinks about themselves rather than worrying about Riveria. What's worse, I also found out that fewer and fewer people seem interested in taking up a life. Truth be told, it was all a bit discouraging. But then I met Tater. Greenhorn fresh into his brand new life. You were quite lucky. A less than reliable looking youngster that turned out to be an immense help to us all. Did you just say that Tater doesn't look reliable? Chat, do you think he looks reliable? I think he looks... he looks very reliable, how dare you? So when does Sephiroth use the black materia? In 3 and 4, they have an area they can be at near the ship and they'll be fine. But like, in the first 2, no. I kind of want to go back and play through Pikmin. I shouldn't, but I kind of want to try again. Vincent, how's your day going? I thought if I helped to make Tater's wish come true, it would help everyone realize that their own wishes have the power to help Riveria. Yes, exactly. But I'm still not sure. What Father said about collecting everyone's wishes. Is it really going to save Riveria? I mean, I've traveled far and wide finding out people's wishes and noting them all. And yet, I'm sorry. be a silly Billy. There's no need to apologize. You certainly helped clarify things. Look, we've come this far because we want to save the world, Yes? You want Reveria to stay around, right? Yes, of course. I got it. We throw Tater at the moon now. That's a plan. Then we all want the same thing. So we all share the same wish. Oh. And that's thanks to you. Laura, thank you. Now that we are of one mind, we must take action. Just as you say, Hughes. This is why we've assembled here today. We need to voice our complaint to Reveria's creator. We live here. This is our world. We'll be very inconvenienced if it's destroyed. I propose we go and speak with this god and tell him how we feel about Reveria. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us of some other way to save it. That may not be such a bad idea. But Big Brother, where does he live? On Lunares, where else? Okay, well let's go there. But, how do we do that? Yulia, do you know? It's a little embarrassing, but I don't quite remember how I got here. That's one idea off the list. It was my first time being a butterfly, so learning to fly was already a lot for me. A fledgling butterfly. It would appear that you're all overlooking something. Talking about the goddess's ship that's been discovered in the Elderwood. That's the ship said to have carried the goddess from Lunares to Reveria. Was that what you had in mind earlier, Pino? Yes, although I'm not certain if it will work. Oh, good thinking. Once we get that fixed, we can go. I'm sure getting it repaired will not be a problem, but alas, the ship will not fly, I'm afraid. Why not? Are you toying with us, Hughes, offering us hope only to smother it? You see, the reason it won't fly is not a problem with the machinery itself. It's the lack of fuel. It appears that the engine uses technology particular to Lunares. Without obtaining a high-octane floatstone, I'm afraid we won't be able to fly the ship. These floatstones, they're what we use to make all airships fly, right? That's right. In that case, we should scour the world and gather all the floatstones we find. Unfortunately, that will be of no use. According to my calculations, even with all the floatstones in Reveria, we will lack sufficient power. We need to be a floatstone of exceptionally high floating power. The floating power, chat. Finding something like that seems like a pipe dream. And, say, Andy, you know about, oh god, bear with me. I'll get it. Bear with. Levit and Levitania? Levitania, I got it. We're good, we're here for it. Ah, the legendary island floating in the sky. We may just find a suitable floatstone there. Is it not just a fabrication, a mere children's story? Well, yes, I read about it in a picture book. It's recorded in Almajican writings too, though only as a fairy tale. I've never considered the possibility that it could be a real place in Reveria. Let's assume it does exist. Where would it be? Levitania does exist. It is a real place, I know, because I've seen it with my very own eyes. Who is this man? Your Highness, I'm Falcon. I was once considered the leading aviator in all Castel. And you claim to have seen Levitania? I've seen it, sure as you live. Well, that makes everything easier. Pray tell, where is this island located? I wish I could say. I saw it back when I was a strapping youth. I don't remember it that well. But it exists. It floats in the sky, sure as a fly. Did you hear me? It exists. Sir, there's a meeting going on here. No one's allowed in without an invitation. What's that, youngin? Can't get in? But you just let me in. Well, you came bounding in so confidently, I assumed you must be an important official. What's that? Are you suggesting I'm not important? Fine, I've said my piece already. This man just barged in. My, that was quite unexpected. Who was that old man? His name is Falcon, if I'm not mistaken. Been reaching out to pilots from across the land to aid my investigations into the goddess's ship. He's one of those I've contacted. His appearance here must be due to a misunderstanding on his part. He's an old-timer, already retired. Do you think what he said is true? I don't believe it was some mere fantasy of his. Writings from the time of the goddess lived among us mention a place called Somewhere Island. But no such island can be found in our records. It appears none of the maps we possess. Which leads me to one conclusion. You mean it might be Levitania? Hypothetically speaking, yes. Existence and whereabouts of Levintia shall be investigated. I believe a break is in order. We shall reconvene later. Okay, I'm just gonna take a pause here to catch up with chat. People talk about Man on the Moon all the time, right? So I think this place that they're talking about, I believe this is actually where I got up to. I vaguely remember it in my original playthrough. And then I kind of backed off the main story and started working on all the different lives. And then I put the game down. So we're reaching the point where I'm gonna not know what's going on, which is always fun. I stopped right there. I'm pretty sure that's fairly close to the end as well. I tend to do that with games that I really like. I stop before the ending, because I don't like to finish them. Streaming has helped a lot with that. I don't do it nearly as much anymore. Whew, I was so nervous talking in front of everyone. I'm glad it's over for now. You know, I keep thinking about what that old pilot said. It didn't seem like he was making it up. Tater, since the meeting is on hold for now, why don't we speak with him? Xenoblade one. Xenoblade's another one. Then again, I never got too far because Xenoblade's massive, but one day. At least that game does have some voice acting in it. That's where you get a dragon pet if you got the DLC. That's cool. Is it weird? I'm kind of hopeful they don't have a DLC for the new one. I know they probably will, but I really don't want them to. It just seems like they put so much behind the DLC in this game. Just make it all, like, unlockable, you know? Have timed events, sure, if you really want to, but preferably not. Here we go. What do you want? Hello, we'd like to ask you about Levintia. As if you believed me. Whenever I talk of having seen Levintia, people just laugh me out of the door. We haven't come here to laugh at you, please. We really want to hear about that place. Can you please tell us more about Levintia? Gen 8 and 9 kind of do. I will argue at least with Gen 9. Gen 8 I don't remember so much, but Gen 9, especially the second part of the DLC, it was worth it. It was its own thing, and I didn't mind paying the amount I paid for it. It was actually really good. Gen 8, I don't really remember so much. I don't think I had any issues with it, though. But it also didn't feel like a lot of quality of life was added, which is what they did for this game. It's the first time someone's come all the way to ask me about it. Alright then, I'll tell you. It all happened when I was young and full of dreams. I'll never forget that stormy night. Dark, ominous cloud obscured Lunares from sight. Rumbling thunder shook the very earth below. A brave youth expertly guided his ship through the turbulent gale. That youth's name was Falcon, the young, idealistic maverick pilot Falcon. The hero of this tale, the valiant Falcon, the chivalrous and courteous. He's literally just talking himself up. Alright. Sounds like we're in for a pretty long story. So there you go, young'uns. In short, Levintia is out there somewhere. Oh no! Well, this is awkward. I was just in the middle of a good dream. Usually people accuse me of dreaming when I tell that story. I'm just an old man clinging to a hopeless dream. I don't have any pupils left to help me chase it. Does that mean you had some pupils before? I did once, and not just a couple. But no one wants to fly anymore because of those darn doomstones. My pupils all left me one by one. The last one left a long time ago, too. And with him went my hopes that he'd find a way to Levintia. Was he really such a promising pupil? He was an ace. He used to come and play in my garage workshop when he was a cuddly little young'un. One day I taught him how to fly an airship. I was only half kidding around, mind. That cheeky little trickster waited until I wasn't looking and took off in my airship. Circled around the sky 3 times before safely landing. What a bright little spark he was. Buddy left me a long time ago. He said he'd be coming back. I've waited, but I haven't heard from him. I suspect he got tired of this crazy old man. But he's still your pupil, right? Do you know where he went? He's not my pupil anymore. Excuse me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Last I heard he was renting a room from Miss Pam. You can go and look for him if you want. I'm grateful that you came to see me. There's just one thing I want you to remember. Levintia is real. Pokemon DLC so far has been clearly made after the base game, and part of it would have been great as a third version in the past. It's a good change in my opinion, much better than not having it available. Yeah, I am actually kind of happy that we're not having just like the third versions anymore. I really didn't appreciate Omega Ruby. No, sorry, I love Omega Ruby. The Ultra games. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It was just... No. No. Didn't like what they did there. I'll take the DLC over a third version with the minor differences every day. Yep. They burned me there, and I was like, I'm not buying the new versions anymore. But thankfully they haven't done it since. People of Falcon, that would be Robin. Falcon's praise for the boy was always sky high, but one day he just decided to leave Castell, and that was the last I saw of him. Do you know where he went? Let me think. I guess he said he was going to Port Puerto. That's where airships are most popular, the port to Riveria's skies, as the kids call it. So he's in Olivia's town. Tater, you don't think that young pilot would have gone there to search for Levintia, do you? I mean, to make Mr. Falcon's dream come true? Somehow I get the feeling that he might have. He was a very honest and committed boy. Oh really? Well, now I'm sure my gut feeling is right. Tater, let's go and speak with Olivia. Thank you, Pam. Take care of yourselves, we will. There we go. This is a 3DS game. This is on the 3DS originally. I'm playing this through the Citra emulator, so it looks a little bit better quality. We do have an HD texture pack running, but of course, we do own the original copy of the game. Buy a third version for another 60 USD when you can get a DLC for half of that. Final Fantasy VII is done, Rosie. How did you enjoy it? What were your final teams? Who was on your team? The DLC wasn't gone now because the eShop being down. Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Well, if you have a Switch, there is a sequel to this game coming out in the summer. Or like a new Fantasy Life, I should say. I don't know if it's necessarily a sequel. I don't think you have to play this to enjoy that one. Yep, gonna release it on the Switch. I was hoping it might come to other platforms as well, but I think I might be kind of out of luck there. Wait, I went to the wrong hall. I thought we were down below, or up above, sorry. Switch Lite and a PS4, yeah, so you'll be able to check out the new one if you're still interested. I may have messed up in Crisis Core. What's going on, random? Oh, is that so? So Falcon's pupil might have gone to Port Puerto to search for Levintia. That's what I think, at least. Even if that were the case, there is no guarantee he would succeed in finding such a place. But I believe Mr. Falcon. He was telling the truth about having seen Levintia. Very well. Let's trust your intuition. The summit shall be resumed. We still have much to discuss. Meanwhile, you shall gather information about Levintia. Understood. We need to find this Robin person first. Crankshaft may know something about him. Well, that's helpful, but who's Crankshaft? He's our chief airship pilot, right, Andy? That's correct, however... Yes? No, it's nothing. You can probably find him at the... Cocina Rica? Am I saying that right? If you don't know where that is, just ask Luciano. Got it, thank you. And if you'll excuse me for a moment. Holy crab sticks, that was sudden. You really are a strange girl or butterfly, hard to tell which. This form is much more comfortable. Okay, everyone, we'll be going to Port Puerto. Father, can I go with them? Not this time, darling. Your father is right, we've got guests from all over Riveria. It'd be unthinkable for the Princess of Castell to leave the castle at a time like this. Aw, don't take Father's side, Mother. Tater and Yulia will be counting on you too. It's time to uncover the truth behind the existence of Levintia. I'll see you all later. Tater, let's go. Okay. I can't officially farm Magic Pop because I've filled a fair amount of the DMW. I don't remember really needing to farm it too much.
Oh, I guess it's been 5 months.
I guess it has been. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Final fight, I always go with the OG boys, Barrett, Tifa, and Cloud. I wanted to break tradition and bring Vincent, but I couldn't do it. I was in level 60s and Tifa, Barrett, and Cloud, and Vincent's limit with all their final weapons. Yeah. I love that. I usually swap Barrett for Red 13 after the Shinra building, but this time I've been enjoying Barrett still. I'll probably still swap for Vincent because Vincent. But oh my goodness me. I'm so glad people are playing some fun fancy stuff as well. So this crankshaft is Port Puerto's chief pilot, right? I wonder what he's like. Do you know where that is? If not, let's ask Luciano. It's a long way to Port Puerto, but we can be there in no time if we use the airship or if we fast travel. Tater, let's hurry there. Went to the ancient forest and did the puzzle. I had no idea this thing existed. Oh, really? Yeah, there's some funny things that I still, like, you know, I don't remember to do or I don't know about in 7. You can find tomberries in, like, the final dungeon of 7. They can be kind of scary in there. Especially because you don't have a save point that's, like, a proper one in there. And they can just, you know, destroy you if you're not careful. Who are you? This wobbly person here should be Mr. Crankshaft, I think. Is this man drunk? The heck is that? Are we talking butterfly? It's gonna go into my ears now. Too much barley juice. Your hearing is alright, mister. I really am a talking butterfly. Think yous can fool me just cause I be a wee bit unsteady on my feet? Talking butterfly? Yeah, right. A damselfly might talk cause it's a damsel, see? Damselflies don't talk. That would be silly. What? Not damselflies? Oh, yeah, I meant ladybirds. Ladybirds don't talk either. Okay, Lassie, you're right. Mailboxes talk, flapping those flaps. No, they... Okay, talking mailboxes, sure, why not? Anyway, I didn't mean to insult you, wee butterfly. I'm gonna just have trouble with this dialogue. I'm sorry, right away. Would you like something to eat? Miss Olivia said we find the chief pilot here, so I expected a responsible person. You can't be Mr. Crankshaft. My mistake. No, that's me. I'm Crankshaft. Dad? Huh? Look at what you're doing to yourself again. You're making fun of others, getting depressed. Oh, it's you, Aurora. You're gonna start crying over Larkin again, aren't you, as usual? Wait, again, as usual, aren't you? Enough. What do you think you know? You're just a wee kid. Oh, come on, Dad. Excuse me, is Mr. Crankshaft your father? Yeah, and who are you? Well, we've come here from Castell. We're looking for a pilot called Robin. Do you know him by any chance? Looking for Robin? He's staying at our workshop. Oh gosh, really? Are you his friends? I can take you to him. But what about your father? Whoopsie, the floor's moving. He'll be okay, don't worry about him. He's always like this these days. I'm Aurora, pleased to meet you. I'm Yulia, and this is Tater. Guess talking butterflies aren't that unusual in Castell. What do you mean? Never mind, let's go. The workshop is on the east side of the marina. Yep, there's gonna be a new game. So it's Fantasy Life, but it's gonna be a new one, new story and everything. It's not gonna be like just a remake of this or a port or anything. Holiday homes are so useful. They are. Holding eternal or elemental knife, yep. Let's see here. Unlocked a new area, 5 out of 30 ship parts. Nice. I finally saw a video clearly explaining the new Scarlet and Violet cloning glitch. Is that like cloning Pokemon or items? Both. Oh dear, okay. This is our workshop. I'm sorry about earlier. My dad's been such a mess recently. Looking at him, you wouldn't guess he's a mechanic famous throughout Port Puerto. Robin originally came here to meet my dad too, but Dad wouldn't lend him an ear. I felt so sorry for Robin, so I let him stay at our workshop. He's been helping out. Oh, so that's how it was. Robin's really motivated. It seems he's working really hard on something. If only that hadn't happened, Dad would be sure to help Robin. If only what hadn't happened. Never mind that. Robin should be inside. I'm just gonna say that really loudly so that you ask what's going on, but then I'm never gonna answer you. Robin, you have visitors. What? Who is it? Hello. I'm Yulia and this is Tater. This may be a bit out of the blue, but we want to go to Levintia. We heard from Mr. Falcon that Levintia really exists. He said he saw it during a flight on a very stormy night. And so we thought you, as his pupil, might still be looking for Levintia. You spoke with Old Man Falcon? Ah, so you've come from Castell, huh? And you believe Old Man Falcon's story? Good. Most people just laugh at him when he tries to convince them the island exists. I want to show that incredulous lot, so I set out to find Levintia and prove it. Please let us help you. We really need to go to Levintia. We've got something super important to do there, and there's not much time before the world... Before the world what? What are you talking about? Well, you see... Explain the fact that the world is ending. How's the voice holding up? You know what? I was doing pretty good this morning. I'm only just now starting to have some pain, so... Hey, Yafe. Sketches transform. Citree, encounter your Pokemon and catch. It'll have the same items as your Pokemon, but a new catch location and catch level. Likely making it illegal. Uh-oh. That's kind of interesting, though. In other words, you need an extremely powerful float stone to make that airship work. Yes, that's right. That's a bit odd. I know another talking butterfly who said exactly the same thing. Another butterfly? Oh. The other butterfly's been helping us since she suddenly showed up. Thanks to her, we can pretty much pin down the exact location of Levintia. She should be back any time now. I think I know who that other butterfly is. It is, yeah, it's a name change. It's one of those things. Hey Robin, I'm back and I'm so tired. Can you massage my neck? It feels all stiff. Oh shoot, butterflies don't have necks. Yulia? Yulia! Hey Yulia, this is Yulia and Tater. They came to see me, but wait, do you know each other? Well, you could say that. Anyway, what are you two doing here? I want to go to Levintia. We thought Mr. Robin could take us there. Is that what you... Eesh, look at you showing up to sponge off all of our hard work. Sure, you're a butterfly and not a leech. You're really shameless, you know? No, that's not... Nolia, don't be mean to our guests. But listen, Robin, she is... Nolia, please. Okay, I was only teasing. Please allow me to apologize on behalf of Nolia. That's not necessary. You totally killed my enthusiasm. Now that we can finally go to Levintia... What? Oh, did you sort out the fuel? Yep, I've made sure we have a sufficient amount. So you finally collected enough of them. Good job, Nolia. Since everything's ready so quickly, want to give it a try? Yeah, sure. Now that floatstones can finally be completed. Or now that floatstone can finally be completed. Wait, so this is why you're collecting all those doomstones? That's need-to-know info, and you don't need to know. Oh, quit it with that expectant flapping. Okay, fine, I'll explain. Yay, thanks. Once the negative energy has left a doomstone, our powers should be able to return it to the sky. After it's broken and the darkness dissipates? Right, so based on that principle, we're trying to make a floatstone out of doomstone shards. You can do that. Yeah, Robin realized it was possible. Billy appeared just about when I figured it out. Wow, I had no idea doomstones could be turned into floatstones. I was surprised to hear about it too. But when you think about it, they did originally float in the sky. I was shocked at the time myself. I'd never have imagined a girl could turn into a butterfly. Are you two the same kind? I mean, since you can both do that? Yes, you could say so. But Nolia, why are you going to Levintia? see, that's where Mother might have been living in the past. Oh, you really think Mother lived on Levittania? It's mentioned in an old Port Puerto, sorry. Goss was supposed to have vanished from Riveria after saving it from a grave danger. Tale says she moved to an island in the sky to watch over the land she cared about so much. And so... never mind. Robin, we can get the engine ready now. How's it looking? It's all good. All that's left is to add some finishing touches to the airframe. I need to make sure it holds together at a high altitude. Robin, is it really gonna be okay? It'll be fine. It's not like we can ask the boss to help anyway. Yeah. The boss is Aurora's dad, by the way. He's a well-known mechanic. I came to Port Puerto in order to meet him. Unfortunately, Dad had a close friend who was searching for Levittania with him. But that friend had an accident in a plane serviced by Dad. We don't know what happened to him. Dad hasn't been himself ever since. He doesn't even want to hear about Levittania. He'll get back on his feet eventually. A man like him won't be broken so easily. Especially if we manage to find Levittania. We've got to act now. It's all in our hands. Yes, you're right. I just need a moment. Be right back. Oh dear, perhaps we should go and talk to her. Ooh, all this dialogue though. Okay, let me see here. I don't get why it had two different translations, like they had put themselves through the horror of translating it twice. Yeah, I don't know exactly why, but Nintendo do their own translations. They do it less today. I think they collaborate more, but tons of Switch games have different English versions, Ace and Age and Smash being examples. Good to know. Actually, what was the decision to do the EU version? It was the one I found online. It was the easiest copy I found to get my hands on. It's purely that. Mike also has the same version. I like Flutter better, but I like Terra Nimbus better than Levittania. That seems a lot easier to say as well. It's literally port, yeah. Even though there's a language select in Smash Ultimate, the English version is still localized based on your copy of the game. Wii Fit Trainer has a British voice in Europe and an American in the US. Game titles and tons of flavor text are different between regions. Duck Hunt is Duck Hunt Duo in Europe for some reason. Interesting. Okay, find Aurora. Oh, is she this way? This is like not a safe place to stand. I'm pretty sure this is actually a runway. Oh look, it's Aurora. Seems like she's looking at something. Why are you here? You know, Dad was using this garage before he got his own workshop. When I was little, I used to watch him put airships together here. This place brings back a lot of memories. Mr. Larkin used to come here too back then. I was so lively with him around. What were you looking at just now, Aurora? Oh, you mean this? It's the first floatstone that Dad gave to me when I was little. This is a floatstone? Wow. Dad, Mr. Larkin and I made a promise that we'd use it to find Levittania. Looking at it now, there's no way a tiny stone like this could make our big dreams come true. I was so happy when I got it, so I kept it all this time. But it's painful to look at it now. It reminds me so much of Mr. Larkin. Maybe I should take it somewhere far away and just bury it. But, sorry, I didn't mean to sound so depressing. I won't bury it, don't worry. Aurora. You know, I can imagine exactly what my dad's going through. Dad and Mr. Larkin, who had the accident, were very good friends. If something like that happened to Robin. Then again, we've really put our hearts into this airship. There's probably no need to worry. Anyway, with the world's fate depending on us, we hardly have a choice. We've got to do our best. Aurora, do you mind if we borrow your floatstone? What? You want this little stone? Well, I don't mind if you borrow it. But it seems to have lost its floating power, so it won't be of any use. Keepsake floatstone. Thank you. I should be thanking you for lending me an ear. I feel better now. Go back to the workshop. Tater, why don't we go and see Mr. Crankshaft again? This floatstone might have lost its power, but it seems to be imbued with someone's very pure wish, even though it's only small. I feel like we should show it to Mr. Crankshaft. Got blue Pikmin, got yellow earlier. Sparkling cider being fizzy apple juice in Europe, yep. Affected by the region you chose in the settings though, so all copies have all translations. No, tools don't normally break. ACNH is the first one to do that, other than axes. Axes used to break. Utopia is a mess in Europe. It's full of weird British slang that doesn't work at all in the rest of Europe. That was one also corrected by changing region though. It's kind of funny. I know there's a couple villager names off the top of my head that change depending on which version of Animal Crossing you're playing, and of course there's also city folk. Let's go to the city, the name difference. But aside from that, I don't think I noticed too many differences. Oh, actually, friends, we do have some ads running, so I'm just gonna go ahead and chill here for a second. We can chat, hang out. I love how Tater looks. Thank you. He's just a little guy. He has the angry eyebrows, but it's kind of hard to see past his hair, so... I was gonna make my own character. And then someone just in passing mentioned Tater, and I'm like, wait. Wait, I'm gonna make a little guy. Clearly a thing from when they made the translations completely separately, yeah. I know, Did You Know Gaming has done some interesting videos on like Pokemon translations and stuff. It's always kind of fascinating. And then I know, games like, I think I'm thinking of like Dragon Quest and stuff, but there's probably others. A lot of Nintendo of America games tend to have a lot of censorship when it comes to like religious stuff. I can't remember if it's actually a church, but I think in Gen 4 there's like a big church-like building in one of the towns, and I can't remember if they actually refer to it as such or if they just skirt around it. Pokemon's interesting because we never got like a European English Pokemon game. They just used the same one. Religious games were like a big no-no early on, yeah. And then I know Harvest Moon often used to do this. And even the more recent Story of Seasons game. They'll change bars to cafes and stuff like that. Which I actually kind of didn't like. It was the blue bar in the original Wonderful Life, and then they changed it to a cafe. It has no music, it's kind of creepy. Which means you have to change to another language to get measurements in metric. Kid me, I had no idea what pounds were. Going to my stream once video, I've been rewatching it a lot and it's so good. Thank you, Vincent, I appreciate that. Glad you've been enjoying it. Oh heck, I actually forgot. I meant to make a stream moments video for December. And I was gonna make it last week and then I got a little bit distracted. I have to write that down for later. I forgot. Something else I did, by the way, I think it was Babbitt or someone else was asking about the Shroomy or Smooshy Come Home. That game is now being uploaded to YouTube as well, so. Let me ask you how much it weighs, I'm asking how much it costs. Oh man. But yeah, no, I should probably get around to the stream moments before I forget again. Alright, ads should be just about done. Thank you so much for being so patient while those went on. We're having some pretty high winds here, friends, so I'm sorry if suddenly I was to go offline or anything like that. Hopefully we don't have anything, but just in case. I can hear stuff blowing on like other people's balcony, like just blowing around. Oh, it's you again. Not having any more barley juice. My belly's full to bursting. I ain't tasting that good anyway, ever since my friend went missing. Mr. Crankshaft, could you please help us find Levintia? Everybody keeps asking about Levintia, Levintia this, Levintia that. It doesn't exist, I'll tell ya. Chase after what's not there, and you'll lose what's pure important. This guy's dialogue, I cannot read that. Don't ask me about Levintia, I'm just gonna read it normally. I think Levintia is real. I mean, it is definitely real. I don't want to talk about it anymore without me doing maintenance. No airships will fly. If no airships fly, no one gets hurt in an accident. Rocks falling from the sky are a sign that folks shouldn't be flying. That way there'll be no fools searching for what's not there in the sky. Airships will fly even without your help. Aurora and Robin are just about done preparing an airship for its first flight. What? Aurora's working on an airship? Yes, and it's almost ready. Robin isn't quite sure if he can reach Levintia in that airship, but he said he'll give it his best try anyway. And Mr. Crankshaft, please take a look at this. Keepsake floatstone. What is this? It's Aurora's. She never threw it away. She had this floatstone? Remember the promise you made to her when she was little that you use this to find Levintia? That's right, I gave the wee lassie the stone as a gift. Doesn't this stone stir some feelings in you? What do you know? I guess you're right. Besides, don't forget about Robin. He admired you so much. He came all this way just to meet you. He hoped he could learn from you, but you ignored him. Yet you don't see Robin complaining or losing heart. He just kept working on that airship. That blasted airship. I need a drink. No way, you're gonna have another barley juice? No, not that. Need to freshen up with a wee glass of water and set to work. Oh gosh, now that's what I wanted to hear. I can't remember. We've heard Kate Sith's voice in the Rebirth trailers, haven't we? He still has an accent, right? I watched through Advent Children again recently, and in general, I much prefer a lot of the original voice cast. But the new ones are pretty good. The only one who I didn't like is Red 13. I don't know what they did to him in Advent Children, but they butchered my boy. He doesn't sound very good. The new guy sounds great. Cat says main for Rebirth. No, it's no use. Robin. I'm sorry, Aurora, but we can't do anything with this airframe. Even the floatstone you and Nolia put together can't seem to give it any power. No, it's the airframe that's holding us back. I can't believe it. Never seen you so downbeat, Robin. It's really beyond me this time. I just can't make an airship as well as the boss. That's right, boss. Cannot do it well with that spirit. There I was just being told a while ago that you're, not a moaner, no matter what. This is the airship you're making? Hey, Unicorn, how are you today? Not bad, not bad. Didn't think you two could construct an airship, but you blew my hat off with this. An airship that won't fly is just a piece of junk. See, you remember the first thing I said to you when you came here. Airships ain't for displaying in art galleries, they're made to fly. Well, here, Aurora, bring me my tools, will ya? Oh, okay, just a minute. I'll help you with what can be done here on the ground, but once this babe's in the air, it's all in your hands, Robin. I understand, boss. Must be happy, Robin. Oh, did he get all spooked? Poor little one. All done here. Smashing. Dad, can you have a look at this? Is it okay? It's alright as it is. On the other hand, this part may be a problem. It's a Suan Typhlosion raid day today. I was out earlier. It took way too long to find people that were also doing it. Uh-oh. I do like a Suan Typhlosion, though. Okay, I'm done. This is great. Boss, you're amazing at this. The airship's top of the line now. You have my word. Thank you so much. I've done maybe 1% of the work. The rest was all you're doing. It's good to see you back at work, Dad, but what made you want to pick up your tools again? It's two busybodies, Tater and the butterfly. They brought me this. My floatstone. It's a shame it cannot be used to power an airship. It doesn't matter, it brought you back to us. I always believed you'd snap out of it one day. Aurora, me wee birdie. Huh? Did the floatstone just light up for a second? Could some of its power have come back? Or was it just me? Well, Tater, I think we're back on track. Alright everyone, flight 1 or 01 to Levintia, ready for takeoff. By the way, who's getting on board? Can only fit one person besides the pilot. Well then please let Tater go. Got it, get ready, Tater. I'm going as well, of course. What? I want to go too, but there's only one passenger seat. Just be my bow ties. Don't worry about that, sis. Both literally as light as a butterfly. We don't count as proper passengers. Tater, let me know when you're ready. I think I am indeed ready. My husband gets so nice off the road. Oh, okay, I see he didn't like that noise. I mean, if it's not a noise he's used to, I don't blame him for being a little spooked. What? What? I'm ready. I'm going to the sky, yes. No turning back. Are you okay, hon? Oh dear. I don't think the sky is the end, though. Chat, where's the point of no return? This game, Mike's making me nervous. I'm 99% sure it's not here because I left this place. Where is the point of no return? I'm like so certain it's not here. But Mike's messing with me and I don't trust it anymore. I'm gonna Google this. I don't like you, hon. I am mad at you right now. I'm Googling. Listen, okay. No, not Final Fantasy. No. Why is it bringing up all Final Fantasies? I did not type Final Fantasy. Point of no return, please. You know what? Screw it. I'll be fine. I remember the clouds, so. Okay. There isn't one? Beautiful. Are you good to go? I am ready. Have a safe flight. Come back in one piece, you hear me? Gosh, Cheater, I've got butterflies in my stomach. That sounded wrong. Levintia, what kind of place are you? So optimistic. We don't even know for sure whether Levintia even exists. But it does, and we're going there. You worked so hard to get this airship running, I bet nothing can go wrong. You had no idea how hard I worked. It's so like you just to say that, though. Fasten your seatbelts. I'm not even in yet. We're taking off. You guys ready? Tooltip, don't search point of no return. I don't know what that would shorten down to. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know. Past the clouds now. Nice work, Robin. You know, too, this reminds me how I arrived in Riveria. I went whoosh through all these fluffy clouds, too. And then, what happened next? I'm smelling of something else. Oh look! It's an island in the sky. It's Levintia, it is real. This old Mad Falcon was telling the truth. Did it, we found it. Huh? What's wrong, Robin? That's strange. We haven't suffered any damage and we've got enough fuel. Whatever, just get us to Levintia. Oh, I remember this feeling. That's right, this is just how it felt then, too. I was falling down head first, screaming. Oh. Huh? That's always a good sign. Learn the hard way. Tater, come on, wake up. I am here. Tater, are you okay? I'm really sorry, I've got no idea what happened to the engine all of a sudden. Looks like we fell out of the airship. At least no one seems hurt. Even I got scared for a minute there. We're lucky to have come through that unscathed. But what is this place? The air temperature is pretty low. Let's do some reconnaissance. That'll be the quickest way to find out where we are. Okay, we've got to search for our airship too. I know, I want someone to say later tater as well. Yulia, we've got to get a move on. Yulia? Where is she? Could she have landed in a different place than the rest of us? She's nothing but trouble as always. What is this music? Tater's got to look for Yulia as well. Robin, join your party. Okay. Oh. Wait, no. What is that? Rainbow ore deposit? There's a sack of treasure. I know we were talking about that earlier. Levintia, we made it! The view's stunning. We really are floating in the sky. Guess it's just like Old Man Falcon said. Huh? What's that over there? It looked like a plushling, only a little different from the ones I've seen before. Maybe Levintia plushlings aren't the same as the ones living down below. In any case, let's follow that plushling. Maybe able to tell us more about this place. Yeah, let's go after it. Oh, that's weird. A jungle gym, just what you expect in a jungle, right? Sorry, this game a bit ago on DS. I'm not far in at all. Oh, Spacey, yes, it is so good. We're pretty late, so obviously spoiler warning. But it is a phenomenal game. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Dollar store Nopon. Oh, look at that. Looks like some kind of plushling village, judging by those weird houses. What's that on the far side? The colors look familiar. Oh, it's our airship. Yeah, this game's really, really cute. Yep, there's gonna be a new one coming to the Switch, hopefully this summer. And it's not like a port or a remake of this one, it is a brand new game, so. But how did it get here? It doesn't even seem damaged, and here I was thinking it'd be all in pieces. Every cloud has a silver lining, eh? No, wait a sec. Something wrong? It certainly was damaged, however it seems to have all been repaired. Floatstone is out of power, but the airship itself looks like it's been carefully repaired. It's impossible. Who could have fixed it? It requires specialist knowledge. Should I have left it the way it was? Welcome to Levintia. Did you have a pleasant journey? Your blank faces are so funny. Some of the blushings brought me your little airship here. When I saw it, I was overcome with memories. Could you be Mr. Larkin? As a matter of fact, I am. I thought you died in an airship accident. Now boy, do I look like a dead man to you? Wait a second. How did you know who I was? Oh, I know. You must be a pilot studying under Crankshaft. Yes, that's correct. So this is Crankshaft's airship. That explains the nostalgia. I had an improvised landing of my own here. I've been relying on the Blushling's hospitality since. So that's what happened to you. I'm glad to know you're okay. Come back with us, Mr. Larkin. Boss and Aurora have been so worried about you. Wish I could. I want to go back, but I've lost my airship. Well, we do have this airship here. Exactly. We can use it to... No, wait. The floatstone's busted. You're in the market for a new floatstone, huh? We have our pick of them here. Really? Yep, there are lots on this island. Because, you know, Levintia is sort of made up of floatstones. Mister, are there any more powerful floatstones around? I mean, something that could lift a huge airship into the sky, not just a little one like Robin's? A huge airship, you say? It would have to be a high-grade pure floatstone. The rocks around here wouldn't do. This island's pretty big, though. I'm sure you can find one somewhere. Or if you want to learn more about this place, check the abandoned shack to the north of here. An abandoned shack? Yeah, no one lives there, but I think they used to belong to another human. Looks like whoever it was, they're busy researching Levintia. I read some of the notes I found in that shack, but they left me scratching my head. Someone other than the Plushlings lived up here. That's most interesting. Why don't we go and take a look? We need to find Yulia, too. I'll fix this up with a new floatstone. This thing could be, should be airworthy in a flash. Let me know if you want to head back down below. Alright. Alright. Catch up with chat. You can steal people's roasts, yes. Soundtrack are charming, it was composed. Yes! Same guy who did a lot of the very iconic Final Fantasy music, so. There's definitely certain songs in this that give me very strong Final Fantasy IX vibes in general. What is this, Final Fantasy 1? For my favorite game, BioShock. I don't think there's much need for improvement. Yeah, I know, it's kind of hard to think of things sometimes, right? Let's see here. I can probably do that for you. I apparently already had them. I should have emptied my inventory. I noticed on break. Oh my god, that is a peach. I noticed on break that my inventory is really, really full. That is butt fruit. It is. Humans don't stuff yourselves with fabric. You wear it on your bodies as if you were inside out. Why do you squeak? Do that. It looks so funny. It's like we just got giggled at. Let me steal this roast. Mine. Did it really turn off by itself? I guess maybe you have some sort of like auto timer on it? Go to the mysterious abandoned shack. Okay. Able to port to Switch, but faster like games depend a lot on touchscreen. That's the downside. I've seen touchscreen games be ported over and like they can usually kind of work, but it's always a bit of a struggle. I'm just gonna pick stuff up from here because, you know, I don't know what's up here. Might be handy. The Swatch, yes, yes. I just accepting. That's the next console. We have the Switch. Prepare for the Swatch. Stained glass butterfly. There's a lot of cool stuff up here. Oh, there's dust everywhere. What a messy room. What exactly was the person here researching, I wonder? Was it really just about this island like Larkin said? Say, what if there's some info about floatstones lying around? That'd be a lucky find. Let's search for clues together. The human form is much better for this kind of task. Dear, let me know if you find something, okay? The Swatch. I do think they should do that just for funsies. What have you got there? It's a diary, I guess? According to existing folklore, Bavaria was threatened by a great peril many, many years ago. Around that time, huge dark stones were observed falling from the sky. One was said to be the size of an island. Eventually, the goddess somehow saved Bavaria from the danger that threatened it, and she vanished. Around that period, tales of this island of God, I was saying it earlier. Levintia, there we go, began to appear in old folklore. I hypothesize that this very island itself is one gigantic floating rock or floatstone. One only has to observe the island to reach this conclusion. And yet, stones with the power to float, doomstones that plummet from the sky. And the emergence of this island in the folklore around the same time Bavaria faced a great peril. All this brings to mind a different hypothesis. Yes, if one correlates the circumstantial evidence, then the true nature of this island becomes clear. Still, at this stage, it's mere conjecture. Record my musings here for posterity and hope that they may be useful to others. Gladstone Stone. Gladstone Stone sounds like a name for a geology enthusiast. It sounds familiar, though. If what's written in this diary is true, then Mother really has been to Levintia. Did you hear that? That thud. It sounded like something fell down. I guess so, Ultima. Nintendo Switch U. The new Nintendo Switch U. New Nintendo Switch UXL Lite SP 2.5 HD remix. No, I hope that they do go with a new name, even if it is similar to the Switch, because I know there was so much confusion for people, especially like just, you know, people who don't game and have kids who wanted an update from their Wii to the Wii U, and they didn't realize it wasn't actually a different thing. Or it is a different thing, sorry. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Yes. It fell. Dark rock fell from the sky. Landed west of here. Crashed into the goddess's forest. A dark rock. Maybe they mean a doomstone. What's this about the goddess's forest? So let's go to that forest. Yulia may be there too, you never know. Not that I'm worried or anything, it'd just be a nuisance if anything happened to her, that's all. I'll suppose I switch to the box, and it's like, really, that's all there is to it. I was so smitten with my Switch. I love it. I still do, honestly. I think I kind of have a soft spot for it. Just put a 2 on it, Nintendo. And Knuckles, don't forget. I don't think I can shop these yet. Whoop. Switch take 2. Switching things up. It is very hassle-free, yeah. Okay, looks like they're blocking my path to go anywhere but here. Tombstone dropped, okay. The legend weed with Gandalf. The rock landed over there. Big dark rock. You can't enter the forest. It's protected by the ancient goddess's seal. Only the goddess can remove the seal. Mother closed the way with a magical seal, huh? Might be able to do something about it. Step back. I'll try to remove this seal. 3rd shiny. Nice. There. Seal's gone. You're like the goddess. Not quite. I'm not some kind-hearted, benevolent goddess. Yulia sure resembles Mother, though. If anyone can be likened to the goddess, it's her. I'm sorry, but I don't care what happens to Reveria. I just don't want the memories of my mother to be lost along with this world. I just want to take my mother's airship back home with me. Why am I explaining myself to you anyway? Let's go. Tough enemies in this forest later, bosses especially. Oh yeah? I felt as if someone was watching me. Must be my imagination. Let's get a move on. Sauce. I shall not pass the legend read. Tombstone's got to be up ahead, but where there's a doomstone? Yikes, I knew it. Shadow monsters. Be careful, they look like they can pack a punch. Do I gotta fight them? Can I ignore them? I just want the— ooh, that's a pretty tree. I just want the doomstone, please. Oh, not here. Pikmin were rather cute little babies running around my house than most bugs. They are very cute. Oh, there's another seal. It's different from the one at the forest entrance. This one seems much stronger. Gotta pass through here though. I'll see if I can break it. Oh, it's too strong. What should we do? Oh, hello. You gave me quite a scare. What are you? Not me reading that immediately being like going gaga. Could it be— are you a fluffkin? What are you doing here? Is you watching us before, wasn't it? I sensed your presence. Tater, you've probably never seen a fluffkin before. They may not look it, but they're actually very gentle creatures. But there shouldn't be any fluffkin in Reveria. Do you know how to remove this seal? I think he's trying to tell us something. Yeah, he's trying to say me going gaga. all he's trying to say repeatedly. Blows up an inflatable pillow. Listen, alright, Meowscarada can't get her little toe beans wet. I'm one of the Crisis Court kids now. You get the jokes! You get the jokes. There's one more seal? You want us to follow you? I love how this is like, yeah, follow me, but like, look, we are very much in the lead right now. Wait. Lift the other seal. What? Am I missing something? You... Seal? Am I missing something? I would like to go ahead, please. Oh, wait, there's a down arrow. I'm silly. Don't mind me. Oh, wow. He looks really weird. What a strange looking character. Bulk crafting and a shopping cart to the Able Sisters. Very fair, Faye. How are you today? And this is... Oh, I see it's linked to the other seal. Is that what you're saying? Is that a yes or a no? I want a clear answer. Sorry, it's my bad for asking such a complicated question. At least now I know we're on the right track here. Just don't go telling me I got it wrong after the deed's done, okay? Here I go. Are you gonna start remake today, Rosie? I think I'm gonna try to take my time with OG7. Try to finish it around late January, and then early February I'm gonna start remake. Because I know it's like not the longest game, but... Oh, talk about a sudden change in the atmosphere. Tater, let's return to the bridge. Bargain bin sports mascot. He's trying his best. You're on a roll. You're gonna beat them all so early. Oh, look, the seal's grown weaker. Try it here again. I think I can crack it now that it's weakened. And there. It looks like we can cross the bridge now. Let's go. What's wrong, furry friend? You're coming with us, right? Come on, let's get moving. I think I get it. You won't cross the other side, because the Darkstone has enraged the island's protective spirits. Well, that confirms my guess that Doomstone awaits us ahead. Two of us should go, Tater. Not like we have any other options. Thank you for helping us, Furball. No, we still have a lot of time, but I'm scared I won't because of work. It's very fair. I know you don't have as much time. Ah, that was... Ooh, Dark Nap Dragon. No, please stop. Please remember who you really are. Helia. Billy and Tater, stop being this silly Billy. There's no way the Shadow Monster will listen to reason. But you're such a handful. Sometimes I think you enjoy getting into trouble. Durgard. I always appreciate when games shorten like that. I think Origin Island has more of these. I suppose we got no choice but to get you out of this jam. Come on, let's release the monsters. Tater, the Doomstone is over there. Alright. Oh, this shouldn't take long at all. There you go. All fixed. That was a scary noise. All done? All better? Oh. Oh, these guys are cool looking though. Yay, we did it. Here for Yulia and her happy adventures. What were you doing here with those monsters? When I came to, I didn't know where I was. You were nowhere in sight either, so I went to look for you. I couldn't find a way out of the forest and ended up getting lost. I wanted to ask Mr. Dragon for directions, but then a Doomstone landed. You're as hopeless as ever, not to mention a magnet for trouble. I'm sorry. Apologize to Tater, not me. I was just tagging along. It's not like I came here looking for you, you know. She's very much a Centauri. I wasn't worried you might have gotten hurt or anything. Well, maybe just a little. Thank you. Just a little. Okay, so thank you just a little. I don't know what to do with you, girl. Seriously. What? And Tater, there's something I want to show you. Come with me, okay? It's quick to shift those emotional gears, aren't you? He's the tough one. Ooh. That's pretty. Tater, look, it's a float stone. It's so huge. Could this be the float stone that's making Levintia float? Do you think some of this could be used for Mother's airship? Yeah, probably. That scholar's diary mentioned the goddess. And according to those plushlings, this whole force was sealed with the goddess's power. Which proves Mother must have spent some time on Levintia. And I bet she must have known about this huge float stone. I see. I think I get it. And her airship was stranded in the Elderwood without a float stone inside. Uh-huh. So tell me, where do you think this float stone here is from? You've lost me. Lost again, huh? Well, let me spell it out for you. This might be the float stone from Mother's airship. Oh! So, then why is it here? Well, I don't know that. Oh. I can explain this. That voice. Is that you, Father? Darlings, can you hear me all right? Yeah, loud and clear, but why? Well, as Nolia has realized, Celestia used to live on Levintia. So it's true, and that floatstone comes from her airship. But why did Mother come here? I will tell you the whole truth. Long ago, Reveria was in a state just as bad, no, even worse than it is now. Your mother descended onto Reveria and offered guidance to its people and monsters. Fortunately, the Doomstones kept falling, and Reveria's inhabitants fought between themselves. Piano Ninja, welcome on in. How are you today? Eventually, a Doomstone the size of an island slowly began to fall upon the land. Its great shadow could be seen from all over the world below. People and monsters alike feared it was the end of the world. A Doomstone the size of an island? So would that be... Yes, that Doomstone is now Levintia. In order to prevent that Doomstone from crashing right into Reveria, your mother took the floatstone from her airship and attached it to the Doomstone. That's how Levintia was created. Ah, Celestia. Time flows much quicker in Reveria than it does here. It will not remain unaffected. I'm sorry, dear. I managed to prevent disaster by averting the Doomstone crash. But I cannot return just yet. This world has not recovered from the destructive influence of the Doomstones. I must stay here until it's fully restored. But honey, you know, Reveria looks far more beautiful when viewed from here. I'd like our daughters to see it like this. I want to protect this land. So I must stay here and guide the people of Reveria. Their lives are so short and often marred by fighting and sadness. I will teach them another way of life. One where people all work together to make each other's wishes and dreams come true. We'll show them how enjoyable it can be. That way Reveria is certain to become an even more wonderful place. Truly is a beautiful world. My darling Yulia stubborn as an ox, and Nolia my little crying angel. Make it a world for the two of you to love. A world in which you and the people of Reveria can fulfill your dearest wishes. Yeah, I know. There's going to be a new one coming out this summer. So I think we're going to see a lot more people hopefully streaming it and playing it over the next little while. Your mother was always thinking about you. You two are part of the reason she saved Reveria. She wanted you both to see the world she so loved. Mother did it for us. This world is what she wanted to show us. It really is beautiful. Oh my goodness, Spacey, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Halloween Helen. Is that no? I don't know if I'm saying that one right. Lala Rose. It's just me, Maddie, and Dreamy Moon. I hope you all enjoy your emotes. Welcome on into the starters. If you are here and you feel comfortable saying thank you, feel free to do so. If you're not here or if you don't want it to come out of lurk, that's cool too. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm loving it. This game's awesome. I'm just starting to reach a point in the main story where I actually stop playing. I've never seen the ending and I don't know what happens, which is great. But I love this game to pieces. So Rachel should be redeemed, so his daughter turned into a tree to prove him wrong. Makes more sense when you play Dragon Quest IX. Yeah, Dragon Quest is another series I need to... I think I want to start from the earlier games and work my way up. Ah, thank you so much, Spacey. I appreciate that. Also, I don't know if we had a shout out earlier, but could we get one for Spacey if possible? Didn't finish it either, but it's one of the games I ever sold. What a regret. Oh no, God. Yeah, I rarely get rid of games for that reason. I don't want to regret it later. Lily, are you crying? I'm not. I just had some wasabi, that's all. It's so hot it made my eyes water. See, there's plenty of wasabi growing around here. I took a bite of this. I took a bite and this is what happened. Darlings, I'm sorry to interrupt this very moving scene. You were still there. Your time is up. The power binding Lunares and Riveria is wearing thin. Oh, soon you will not be able to return. You only have until the next eclipse. Just return by then. Father, wait. But Father, I need more time. I can't hear his voice anymore. Maybe it can't reach us because of the sky collapsing. Or maybe he wanted to cut the conversation there. If only Mother was here with us. Hello? What's happened to Miss Cheery Pants? Creeps me out when you get all serious and solemn. Go back to your silly self, would you? How can I? Dad said there's no more time. He didn't say that. We've got until the next eclipse. Not all hope is lost. But what's an eclipse? What? You don't know what it means? You just kept nodding to what Father was saying. She's like, I get it. I've heard the word once or twice. Is it some kind of meal? See, now you're more like yourself. An eclipse is when... Oh, you guys don't get to know what happens. Ah, now I remember what it is. Sure, remember. In any case, we better take this floatstone and get back as quickly as possible. We've got people waiting for us on ground level. Uh-huh. It's good to see you've cheered up. Don't see me getting sad over this either. I wouldn't want Mother to see me crying ever again. The only other crybaby. That was all in the past. Quit calling me that. Enough talk. I'm taking this floatstone back. So I've been wondering, and I guess we're gonna get into this. Can this island float without its floatstone? Like, is this such a good idea? Why? Mother saved Riveria once. If only we knew more about it, we could use that knowledge now. Think about why Mother stayed here in Levintia. Isn't it natural to assume it had something to do with this floatstone? So if we take it with us and go back to Father's place, we might find out how to save Riveria? Exactly. Tater, give me a hand, will you? Take my mother's floatstone to Robin. We're counting on you, Tater. No? It's not all gonna come crashing down? I guess. Alright, I'm not one to judge. Now have less than 20 11 shinies left that are attainable. Nice. Oh, wow. Is this the floatstone making Levintia fly? It is. But is it really okay to take it? I mean, won't Levintia drop to the ground? Thank you, Robin. Nah, I'm pretty sure it won't. How do you know? Well, I was going through those notes left in that abandoned shack, and I found something about this place becoming purified over time. It's not a huge doomstone anymore. New floatstones are forming in old soil layers. That's the ultimate proof, at least that's what I read. You mean we can safely take it away and Levintia will still continue to float on its own? Yep. It's just a guess, but maybe it was this floatstone that was slowly purifying Levintia. It belonged to my mother, after all. Anyway, I'm sure we'll make Mother's airship fly again. Load it up and let's go, Robin. Yes, ma'am. Give me just a minute. Oh, our Gungaga friend is back. I'm sorry, also, Larkin gives me Sid Highwind vibes. I was thinking it earlier. I think it's the goggles and the hair and the color scheme he has going on, but... What are you doing here? Don't be afraid, he's a fluffkin. They don't bite or anything. When did you tame it? He's not tamed. He's decided to follow me out of his own will, that's all. You look like Celestia. Who, me? I look like Mother? What's so funny? You better not be laughing at me again. Did something happen to Nulia in the forest? Robin, you've got no idea. You should have seen her when she was crying like a baby. I wasn't. I think you were. I was not. Okay, I think that's enough of that. I thought you were in a hurry to go back. Who do you think you are interrupting our argument like that? Can't wait to fly back, you see? Thank you for your hospitality, everyone. I hope I wasn't too much of a bother. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Larkin. Plushlings will miss you. Come back and visit Plushlings anytime. Cheers, you guys. Next time I visit, I'll bring gifts for everyone. Let's head back to Port Puerto. I guess it'll take a couple of trips. Yeah, no swearing, but close enough, right? Welcome back. Take it Levitania does exist, Almost as if Larkin's ghost came back with you. Oh, I gotta sneeze, sorry. The sneeze from earlier finally happened. Your trip to Levitania honored his memory, thank you. Well, I'm really glad they came to Levitania. What would I have done without them? I wish Larkin could have seen that place too. He would have wet his wee pants from excitement. Well, I am not a little brat, although I was crazy happy to see it with my own eyes. I feel like I can see him now, grinning away like he always used to. Take a closer look, touch him if you like. Oh my. Your hand won't go right through, I'm honest. This isn't Mr. Larkin's ghost, Mr. Crankshaft. It really is him. We met him on Levitania. It's been a while, Crankshaft. It's been a while indeed. Welcome back. You lousy blighter, I got so many gray hairs because of you. You were perfectly okay all this time I was mourning you. Forgive me, Crankshaft, I never meant to trash your airship. I'm really sorry about that. Whoever cares about that? An airship is easily replaceable. I can make a new one anytime. Dad gained weight because of you, Mr. Larkin. Really? I thought worrying made you lose weight. It's because I was drinking so much barley juice day after day. Barley juice was Dad's only consolation. We're gonna get much busier now. I don't think he'll have time for that anymore. What she said, I've got to make a new airship for Larkin after all. Thank you guys too. Not only found Levitania, you even brought Larkin back. No, it's us that should thank you. Thanks to your help, we managed to find something very important to us. You're doing it all for Reveria, though. We owe you for that. No need to thank us. Anyway, hadn't you ought to be off? Oh, right. Boss, I'll be going too. That's fine. And if you need to go to Levitania, just leave it to us. Robin, take the float stone to the goddess ship and make it fly like an eagle. Roger. Robin, Tater, and Yulia, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Robin, yeah? I hate sentimental goodbyes, so I'll be going ahead with Mr. Furball here. Sis, what is it? Just want to say I'm sorry. I think I misjudged you. Oh. I am a Tater now, thank you. It doesn't matter. If we work together, I'm hopeful we can save Reveria for Mother's sake. Hopeful. We're going to do it. There's no other option. You're right. I don't have the whole day to stand here and chat with you. See you later. Come on, Tater, let's head back to Castell. You too, Robin. I've got to tell everyone about what we found. Oh, this reading. There we go. Alright, let me catch up with chat. There's also a lot of Cids in Final Fantasy. I think most, if not all, have a Cid. But no, just like Rebecca said, they're all different. They might have similar-ish things about them, relation to airships or flying usually, but are from Origin Island, the DLC map. Oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, wait. I can just... Yeah, Biggs and Wedge. I noticed this recently. I finished Crisis Core again. I think just before the new year. Or just after the new year. And, at the very ending sequence when you're doing the sniper bit, there are two robots called Biggs and Wedge, and I'm like, oh, I feel bad now. Because you have to take them out. Well, we know Big survived. We don't know about Wedge and Jesse. 100%. There's a lot of speculation there. I'm so excited to see what they do in Rebirth. Oh, if it isn't Tater, welcome back. So how was it? My king, we found it. We found Levintia. That's a groundbreaking achievement. And better yet, we found a float stone. Oh, this is it. A float stone to power the goddess's ship. I've never seen anything like this before. That's some fine... That's some fine booty, chat. What is this, ruckus? I brought a float stone from Levintia. Oh man, Falcon, we found Levintia. It's you, Robin. See, now everyone knows what you said was true. Thank you, young'un. You're a true pupil of mine after all. Thank you. But don't let that go to your head. The most difficult task starts now. Yes, I know. Your Highness, please listen to this old man. We must repair the airship right away. I hear there isn't any time left. Very well, be on your way. Would you look at that? My own royal order. Right you are, Your Highness. Wait, not so fast. Your Highness, please pardon old man Falcon for his brashness. He doesn't need for my forgiveness. I admit that I regret treating him so harshly earlier. You're a very magnanimous king. Tater, I'll be going to the airship too. A float stone this size should easily power the goddess's ship. I think so too. Actually, we think it came from Mother's airship to begin with. Oh, is that so? Yes, that's why it's perfect for the job. But who would you be? She's my sister, Nolia. If you're Yulia's sister, that would make you... Yep, I'm the goddess's daughter from Lunares. You got a problem with that? Such directness. No, no one has a problem with that, of course. We're not sure yet how to save your world, but we do at least know that this floatstone played a big role in the last time Reveria was saved. So we're thinking of taking it back to Lunares. That way we might just come up with something. Okay, but how are you gonna get there? Well, we don't know that just yet. Academic opinion is divided when it comes to Lunares, although if we think of a sky as a sort of shell surrounding Reveria as Yulia described, then perhaps Lunares could be considered a lid. Oh my god. This man in his diaper. The former king. Grandfather? Father. It's the man from the hut on Mount Snow Peak. Crown champion. This is the previous ruler of Castel. Grandfather, what did you mean when you said lid? My dear granddaughter, it's very much as I said. The old man's right, he knows his stuff. You're Gladstone Stone, you're the one who lived on Levintia. I made a little trip there on an impulse back when I was still a youngster. You made a little trip to Levintia? That's right, you could say I went adventuring. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm here. It's a long time since I set foot in this old place. I came to congratulate the young adventurers on their return from Levintia. When we looked up at the sky, what we see is like the inside of a spherical shell around Reveria. However, there is a hole in that shell, and Lunares is the lid covering it. Father observes this world through that hole. So he's been peeping down on us, has he? I'm lost for words. This is all rather surreal. Dad's been telling us that this opening in Reveria's sky is about to close. I think it's because the world is gradually losing the power sustaining it. So we only have until the next eclipse. That's when the opening will close. The bad news is that next eclipse will be a total one. In other words, that opening will be completely blocked with no way to get through. It's safe to assume that once that happens, the hole in Reveria's sky will not open again. Indeedy-doo, the X mark on Lunares. It's a sign that there is precious little time before the total eclipse takes place. What will happen to us then? Why, the world will be permanently consumed by darkness. Oh, is that all? What should concern us now isn't the darkness that is to come. What is it then? It is something so terrible that you can't bring yourself to tell us? Okay, you had to sneeze. Sorry. Maybe you should put some clothing on, mister? Yes, yes, good thinking. I will once we're done here. It's nothing terrifying, fear not. What I wanted to say is a hole is a hole. Let me decipher your words of wisdom. When you say hole, you mean it like an entrance. Well done, young lady. Is an entrance to what's beyond. All you need to do is fly right into it. Take your aim and head towards that little hole in the sky. Imagine your airship is a letter and Lunares is the letterbox. You've got to deliver. Despite your age, your mind is as brilliant as ever, father. Anyway, the two young ladies from Lunares knew all that already. Actually, that was all news to me. Reveria Sis, you really are a dummy. How did you expect to get back home? And anyway, is this old man gifted with some supernatural sense of knowing exactly when to appear? Oh, yes I am. Just joking. I was peeking through a hole in the wall to judge the best timing for my entrance. I suppose you could say I was eavesdropping. I would have expected nothing less of my crafty father. Enough about the holes in the castle wall. We should be concentrating on the hole in the sky. Is there something else you'd like to bring to our attention, Hughes? Indeed, I've done some rough calculations taking into account this floatstone's power. Will be enough to power the airship with, at most, 2 passengers. Only 2 passengers on such a sizable airship? Yes, well, it might be that inhabitants of Lunares are much lighter than us humans. We're not the ones made of hot air. I didn't mean it that way. Eula and I aren't beings from this world anyway. No need to count us, Pops. I've only been drinking sugared water lately anyway. The 2 persons beside Yulia and Nolia. Every ship needs a pilot, be it a seafaring vessel or an airship, I think. That is very true. This sounds like the perfect job for the young pilot who found Levintia. That's Robin. Indeed, has anyone got any objections to this suggestion? Does not seem like it, Mr. Hughes. Who else should go? I think we all know who that should be. I'm being main charactered into this. Well, that is true, but that's a bit, you know. Frankly, that's exactly what I thought. Yes, I also share your doubts. That's what I hate about this castle. Everyone's so stuck up. Sometimes we must take our chances and show trust in the common folk. Ophelia, my love, wasn't that a little rude to Tater? I am a common folk, chat. Oh my, I meant no offense, I assure you. I feel like I've caught a glimpse of everyday life at Castell Castle. Whatever you guys say. The person who most deserves to be on that airship is Tater. Agreed. Spirits of the forest also approve. Tater should go. Well, this matter seems settled. Wow. Unanimous approval. Tater will be going to Lunares together. I'm so happy. It will be the last time we see each other, but that's no reason for me to act less haughtily. I am back. Do not disappoint me, Tater. Carry out the task I've entrusted you with. This is your reward for all you've done until now. Nice, now I can go buy that better wand. Oh, and sugared water too, thank you so much. Let's hurry with the necessary preparations, it's a race against time now. Can you get Mother's airship running before the next eclipse? Yes, it should be feasible. Especially with the help of everyone gathered here. Hi, Elle, how are you? Puerto engineers and sailors will pledge themselves to the cause. Almajican scholars and masters of the dark arts will provide their aid too. Call us anytime, we can help with any manual labor. This cooperative atmosphere is getting even me excited. We'll be going to the Elderwood. I'd almost slipped my mind, we need to update Pam on the situation. So much has happened, it may take us the whole evening to tell her about it. Let's go, Tater. More dialogue. Everyone needs to talk. Oh, okay. I missed a lot of chat. And a multiplayer shooter mode. I followed one beauty guru, and he's shocked as am I that there's this trend going on. People cutting off their bottom eyelashes. Why? Like, what is it? Why? I have concerns. In my RPG on the counter at Booster's Castle. There is, yeah, there's the Magitech mech. I saw that. It's only the 14th of January. The internet couldn't have a dumb trend for 3 weeks. Oh my goodness me. Tater has indeed left the building, or he's about to leave the building. But no, I am good without putting scissors anywhere close to my eyeballs, thank you. That's enough internet for today. Yep, that is my sentiments exactly. Hi, Pam. If it isn't the two of you, welcome back, darlings. Did you find the person you were looking for in Port Puerto? Yes, we met Robin. And not only that, we also went to a place called Levintia. It's in the sky above the clouds. The view was sensational. If only you could have seen it too. A land in the sky. Well, maybe I could visit it too in my dreams. Well, that adventure must have tired you out even more than usual. You should head to bed early today. There's something else I need to tell you, Pam. What is it, sweetheart? It's been decided that we'll be going to Lunares. Oh, do you mean Lunares up in the sky? Yes, that's right. Goodness, you surprised me so much I was lost for words for 2 seconds. Thankfully, I've recovered from the shock. Take care on another of your wonderful journeys. We will, but, what is it? Speak clearly, my child. Oh, I wasn't saying anything. If you insist, I'll go and get some rest. Maybe you'll dream of islands floating among fluffy clouds. Done. Part 6 completed. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. Alright, it fits perfectly. The floatstone's now installed in the power unit. Is this okay like this? Everything's good on this side. Good job, everyone. The airship should be ready for action. All that's left now is to start the engine. Huh? Yum yum. What a great sleep, man. I feel rested. Huh? The engine, it spoke. Maybe I slept a bit too long. My gears feel so heavy, and where am I? What are you? Sup? I don't remember seeing any of you before. Who the heck are you? If my hearing ain't bust, this engine just talked. Well, duh, I can talk because I'm a proper engine. Not sure I follow. You guys look like you've seen a ghost or something. Chill your pistons, will ya? Say, why isn't Celestia here? Oh my. Say, what is it, my child? How long have you known about me being a butterfly, I mean? You know, I don't recall. My busy little butterfly. First it's dragons, then dicing with pirates in Port Puerto, encountering the Dark Sultan, then finding a floating island in the sky. And now you're off to Lunares, aren't you? Yes, we are. I think I've heard so much about your unbelievable adventures, nothing shocks me anymore. You know, dear, compared to everything else I've heard, your big secret identity revealed, well, it was no big deal. Well, let's just say you're so full of surprises, my dear. What does one more matter in the scheme of things? Thank you for not minding too much. But I think our adventures will be over soon. This might be the last adventure I'll be a part of. Oh, never mind. You're a funny child, dear. I think we're... Oh, heck, there was an ad break. I didn't even notice. I think we are headed into final territory tomorrow if I do the story. That's actually faster than I thought. That wasn't... Like, obviously there's so much more to this game that you can do. But I did think that was gonna be there's gonna be a bit more timing here. So I'm gonna put a little bit into vitality and more into luck. There we go. And you know what else I'm gonna do really quickly? I'm gonna go back to El Magique. Nope. And I'm gonna buy that wand. Because we got the monies for it, so why not? Let's see, let's buy. So I currently have a sugar staff Why do I have a sugar staff equipped when I had the mooncrest staff? That's weird. Anyway, I can buy the perfection staff. Took most of my money, but it's all good. And that should be a much better staff for us. What's my magic level? I think I remember it getting to 8. Yeah, my magic skill is around 8. 7 for fire, 6 for water, 4 for wind, and then 2 for earth, respectively. That's not bad. We're almost there for dashing, too, for level 8. There we go. And now we have... What was that? Oh! Nice! I just saw a little thing pop up. And I didn't know what it was. Now we have a much better wand. I know you were mentioning something about this game not having a final, like, boss fight? I was expecting something, at least. But again, I haven't seen the ending. I've somehow avoided it up until this point, which has been, lucky, I guess. Let me take a look at our Bliss quest and get some kind of idea of what we're doing tomorrow. So talk to Robin, Crankshaft's workshop, go back to Levintia, Elderwood Village, the engine. Okay, cool. Just making sure I don't like accidentally trigger any of these before we come back for stream tomorrow, because I think, friends, I am gonna wrap here. Again, it has been a good like 2.5 hours of reading and talking almost non-stop. This game is crazy, but it's so good. So yeah, depending on how tomorrow goes, tomorrow might actually end up being the last stream, because I think we'll be finishing like the main story. That being said, though, there's still a very, very good chance I might cozy stream this game here and there. I really, really enjoy the gameplay itself, and I'm probably gonna want to work on the lives and stuff before the new one comes out, so... But yeah, if you guys want to drop a follow, feel free. I usually am live every day except for Thursdays and Fridays. I think we're gonna go say hi. Ooh. Oh, which one do I want to... Oh, there's so many people. I think we're gonna go say hi to Scooter. Oh, it doesn't tell me how long he's been live for, but I think he's playing Wind Waker HD. So, I do love me some Wind Waker. Let's go say hi. Also, I do believe he has a new username. He's now Chasing Scooter, which is kind of cool. Have an awesome rest of your day, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a bit. Copy down the raid messages, and I will see you all later.